What is your advice? What would you say for someone who is making $15 an hour and wants to eventually achieve financial independence? What should they be doing to get there?
There's two parts of it, like income and expenses. And breaking that down, so much of modern spending is spending to show other people how much money that you have. And what you actually need to live a pretty happy, dignified life, if your expectations are low enough, is really not that much money. Particularly if you're a single person or you're a couple that's on the same page doing this, it's not tremendous. And I think people would be surprised how much modern spending is just like the keeping up with the Joneses effect of whether it's like travel, not travel for enjoyment, but travel for Instagram photos to show people where you've traveled, and clothes and cars and whatnot is it's just, I always say, like, a lot of spending is the gap between your ego and your income. It's like so much of what we spend, not all of it, but so much of what we spend is just to signal to other people that you've made it. And if you can subtract at least part of that from your life, most people would be surprised at how little you can spend and live a happy, dignified life. Mr. Money Mustache, I mentioned before, he was the first to show that he was married with a kid, and his all-in total spending, he owned his house outright. So take housing payments out of the equation. Maybe that's unfair, but take it out. He was spending like 20 grand a year and living an amazing life. And so for a lot of people, there's a lot of room to play with the expense side of the equation. And on the inside of on the income side of the equation, it's like whether it's a side hustle or just moving up in the world, there's a lot of opportunity. Like this true, it still is, despite everything that's going on in the world, like the land of opportunity.
Yeah.
And I think a great thing that we're moving towards is probably a less of a world of credentialism, where you don't need to go to the right college or even any college to have a pretty good income these days. It's still, there still is a lot of that, but I think we're slowly moving away from the world of credentialism, more towards a world of like, are you good?